So in this video, I'm going to be going over a really awesome Shopify store. They call it Custom Cuff and they sell customized jewelry. They're doing a great job with all their conversion rate optimization. They have a lot of really cool features on the Shopify store. And I think if you're doing e-commerce, there's a lot of things that you can learn from this store. The reason why I'm making this video is because I actually just bought something off their store. And I saw that they had an amazing customer experience, like the whole journey from, accessing their website, adding to cart, and then going through the checkout process, and also the post-purchase process was really awesome. So I want to take you through all that I learned and share it with you, and hopefully you can get some valuable information out of it. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm now on their website, as you can see here, their homepage. And we're just going to go through all of the cool things that they have. So the first thing that we see is obviously that they have a really good design. It follows like a very specific brand that they try to, create. They have a kind of tropical vibe to the jewelry, which I really like. They're really consistent with their colors. Keep it simple, black and white. It's awesome, and they have some cool fonts that they use. So first they have some arguments for why you should buy from them and what makes them special, right? So that's really good. Meaningful engraving on jewelry. They've sold over 500,000 pieces. They have fast worldwide shipping. It's the perfect gift and it's waterproof. So this is all good. And I bet you that they know that these are the type of reasons why people buy from them. Further down here, they have the bestsellers. Now, this is really great because if I'm now visiting the website, I know I want to buy a gift for someone maybe, but I'm not sure where to start, what product to select. And one thing that happens when you give a human a lot of options, but you don't lead them in any direction or give them any help to choose, they're basically going to end up procrastinating and end up not choosing really often. An example of this is just how many times do you go into Netflix and you want to watch a movie, but there's so many options and you go through every one and you watch trailers, but then you end up actually not watching any of them. So it's a really common human psychology, and that's also why it's really great to lead someone in a specific direction on your website. So the first thing they have is their bestsellers, and they have them on sale with a really nice call out here to create that urgency and give you a reason to buy now and keep looking at these bestsellers. Further down here, we have their custom gift sets. Now this is really great. One thing that I immediately noticed is how good they are at placing all the products that you get from buying this set in one image. So even though it's not a lot, like you only have 2 pieces of jewelry and a small box, they put all of it in like one image, and it basically makes it look, and the perceived value of the gift set is higher because you see all the products in the first image. That is great, and that's also great to do in any kind of bundle product that you put on your website. Make sure that you put all the products within the first image so people know exactly what they're getting. And in the bottom here, reviews. This is really important. Reviews are one of the most important things when you buy or sell online. Reviews create that credibility for a new website visitor. If you've never been onto a website before, there's still that concern that this might be a scam. If I put in my credit card here, what is going to happen? But if you have a lot of reviews and you see that the reviews are verified, and there are only good reviews or mostly good reviews, it's way more likely that the website visitor is going to end up actually trusting you. And when you have that trust, you're going to have a way better conversion rate. So now I want to take you through the customer journey, because that's what really impressed me about this business. And then look at some things that we can learn from them. So let's go ahead and choose a product and see what they do on their product page. Now the first thing I see here, they add all the important stuff. So on the top they have reviews. Again, this is important. This is creating credibility and building that trust with a new website visitor. Then they have low stock, only 138 left, which is a really cool function. And it creates urgency and scarcity, which is one of the most important things when you want a human to do something. You need to have an argument for why they should do it now and not procrastinate and do it later. Then they have a discount. which is great. I'm not sure if they run like a strategy where they always have a discount or if they do it on a regular basis, but what I actually think might be the case, I'm not sure, is that they just run with a discount continuously, because overall it gives them more sales and more sales volume, which again makes more sense for them bottom line long term. So that's great, but in some instances, if you're doing jewelry and you want to be really high class, maybe running this kind of discounts is not the best, but this is not really super high pricing. This is medium priced jewelry, so it might make more sense for them and in terms of what they want to do with their brand. The next thing is here they have a really simple way of putting in the coordinates. So if you want coordinates on your jewelry, text or Morse code, very simple. If it's a specific place, you can just type it in here and it will appear on your jewelry. So this is great, super simple. Color selection, awesome. And they have a lot of images. I mean, look at all of these images here. Really great product images. So they show, first of all, they show like a scenario, like the scenario for this kind of product right here is someone buying it as a gift. So when you see this image, you can see like it's a man and a woman probably. They have like a really cool card, and you can kind of see the emotional. You can kind of imagine how it would be giving it to your partner once you just see these images. So they're really good at their branding aspect of this, and they understand the kind of emotion that they want to appeal to with their product images and the whole website. Next thing, you see how it will look when you get it in the box, and then again how it will look on your arm. This is just really good product images, and I bet they've tested a lot of this to see what gives them the best conversion rate, and here they have this one. So this is great. Moving further down here, you have the add to cart button. It's very easy to see it. It's green, so the color stands out from everything else on this page. Now this is important to take note of. I bet you they've tested this, split tested this with different colors, and figure out that actually having a color that's different from everything else on the website is easier to see, and it increased their conversion rate. So that's really awesome. Under here they have one function that I really liked, because when you buy this kind of product as a gift, you might need it within a certain date, and that's a big concern. That's actually a really big concern when people shop online. They need to receive the product within a certain date. And if that's an uncertainty that will happen, they will probably buy retail, go to a store just to make sure that they get it within the time they need it. But by bypassing this concern, they're actually having telling you the specific date or the estimated date you will get it if you buy it today. So this is absolutely great, and it's really easy for people to plan. They look at, okay, I need it at this date, I will arrive at this date, so it makes sense to buy it now. And it's just really smart, and I wonder how they do this. I guess they have like an app or custom coded in, but anyway, it's really awesome and something I will definitely look more into for my clients to see if we can get this on their website as well. Then they have a really good product description. Now this is important to look at. The first thing they have is they know exactly why people buy this, so they just state that this is a good choice as a gift. So they say the perfect gift for a loved one. So that's the first thing, right? They know that this is the one thing people care about when they're buying this product. Next thing is it's meaningful and personal. Also amazing. They understand their customer avatar and they understand why people buy, and they keep that in the top of the product description. Then they show you how much you save by buying two instead of two separate ones, which is great. What it includes, so you have no question about what you get when you buy this, which is great. More description here, and then they have perfect gift. Yeah, and what I take note of here is really how much they appeal to that emotion that they have in their branding, right? So you like the emotion of giving to someone and the emotion you will feel when you get it and when you give it to your loved one. They really make sure that they include this kind of emotion in the way they communicate, in all their communication on the website, in their images, in their product description. They're really consistent with it, and it looks absolutely great. Then they have some bullet points of some concerns that people might have or stuff that it's good to know. Adjustable size, this is great. People might be really unsure, will it fit my wrist? That's great, it's adjustable, so you don't need to worry about that anymore. Stainless steel, dipped in gold, waterproof, guaranteed to never fade. Now this is great, they guarantee that it will never fade, so the engravings that you have on the jewelry, it's not going to go away. Now this is a concern that they know, like they get a lot of questions in their customer service, and they don't like just answer and don't think about it. They understand what their potential customers or previous customers really have been concerned about, and they apply that things in their marketing. So these are probably all concerns that they figured is one of the most common concerns people have when they shop on their website. So just put it in a bullet list on their product description to take care of all of those concerns. All products are unisex, perfect for him and her. That's really great, and that's probably also a concern that people have. Details, shipping and delivery. Yeah, this is also really great when you have an international website. Make sure people know how long it will take. They use emojis, which is really great. It makes it easier to navigate to what's relevant for you, which I really like. And in the top here as well, you see that they use emoji here, and they use an emoji for the top of the product description as well, which is absolutely great, and it makes it easier to navigate and understand. Further down, this is really awesome. Now, of course, not everyone has the ability to have influencers comment on your products or give you a review, but if you can, this is really awesome. As you can see here, it's a really personal way of putting it. You can see image of who it is, smiling faces, like the emotion of the brand it's just, you can see it everywhere. Like they're happy people, smiling. They love they love the jewelry, and also what's really cool here, to put in how many followers they have and like the verification badge on these reviews, because they're influencers, right? Now this is great because it's creating that trust and credibility. They're using these followers' credibility in their own website to get credibility with potential new customers. So if I know one of these influencers and I come onto this product page, it's a really high chance that I will trust these guys immediately. And if one of my favorite influencers also trust them, then I will definitely buy it. So that's really great. Then again, they have some arguments for why you should shop with us. Because of course they have some competitors, so that's really good that they have some arguments for why you should shop with them instead of some other jewelry brand, right? Happiness guaranteed, worldwide shipping, adjustable sizes, and even how many followers they have on Instagram. So you can really be creative here, and as you can see, like they're doing a great job here, and they're being really creative and taking care of all of the potential concerns people might have when they visit their website. Then they have some frequent answered questions, but they don't call it that. They just call it "you might also wonder." And again, this one was already stated in their product description, but if it's waterproof, that's really a concern that they see probably that a lot of people have. So that's why they put it consistently throughout their website. So yeah, they show you that it's waterproof, ship worldwide, yes, sizes, really great. So these are the three main concerns, and they take care of them really simply. You may also like, this is great, priority processing. This is to increase the average order value. Customer reviews, I think they're using Lux, I'm not sure. But as you can see here, they give the option for customers to add images in their reviews, which is really great, creating a lot of trust because, in principle, reviews can be faked. So by having images, it's much more credible and looks more legit. And It's really awesome. So if you don't already use Lux, there's really a great app, and it's really affordable, and the pricing increase once your business grows and you get more reviews, so that's great. I'll add the link to Lux down in the description of the video, because I think it's so great. I use it with all my clients, and we see great results on this. We even use some of the reviews in ads on Facebook and Instagram to give us really great results in the retargeting campaigns that we run there. The next thing I want to do is to take you through the checkout process and how they really make that really good, because that's actually what impressed me the most, is how they have their whole customer journey after you add it to cart and go through the checkout. So let's say we put in some text just so we can go ahead with this. Add to cart. Great. Now take note of this. They have urgency immediately. Hurry. Items in your cart are almost sold out. We can only reserve your orders for minutes. That's the first thing they have. They add urgency. And then under there they have spend more money and get free shipping. So since I'm just below free shipping, I might want to add another product just to get above that threshold, which is really great. I see a lot of e-commerce brands understand this. If you don't already understand this, people really value free shipping, and if you can get them really close to free shipping, it's highly likely that they will just put something else to cart, even though they only needed like a few dollars to get above free shipping. Then they have a lot of upsells, so you can add. Since you're so close to free shipping, they also send you some potential things you can add to your cart. Then you have priority processing. You can just hook this one off, and then immediately there's a few dollars there. And gift wrap, eco-friendly. It's important for a lot of people, and for the target demographic of this brand, a lot of people is going to care about it. So you can add that as well. Then they increase the average order value already. So let's go to checkout now. So as you can see here, I added some notes once I went through this. And as you can see, priority processing, they add that here as well. So if you haven't added that in the cart section, they will still try to get you to add it. Then they add some urgency here as well. They have priority processing. You can easily add that by just clicking one button. And they show you the process. They add curiosity and higher perceived value. So they have a free mystery gift here. Now this is great. That was just automatically applied to my checkout, and that made me curious, right? So a lot of people, they add to cart, but they don't actually finish the order. But if you see like, oh, I've gotten some free thing in my cart that I don't even have to pay for, but I don't know what it is, you create that curiosity, which is just a really smart strategy. I guess it works great for them, and something that I've never thought about, which I thought was really cool. Now it's you can see the value of it, but you get it for free as well. So they really increase the perceived value of your order, right? Now you have like all of these products, and you get it for a really good price compared to what you would if they didn't have all the discounts and stuff. So this is really great. They want to really increase that average order value. So they even go as far as to give you the possibility to add a tip to the order. I'm not sure if I would do that as an e-commerce brand, but it's a good way to actually increase the average order value. Now, the next thing I want to show you now is the post-purchase process that I have set up, because this is really inspiring, and I think a lot of people can learn from this. Now, the first thing that we see is that they have a post-purchase survey, and it immediately pop up. You don't need to click any link to go into the survey. The survey is already there. Now that's important to take note of, because people don't really want to do surveys unless it's super easy. And once you've done an order, immediately after, you feel more happy. Like, oh, now I'm excited to receive my order, So when they are in that state, it's also more likely that they will actually go ahead and do a quick survey for you. Now, why should you do a survey? The first reason for this brand is obviously that they run ads on a lot of different platforms. And since the tracking is no longer 100% accurate, they need to figure out in other ways what platforms give them the best return on investment. So as you can see, they run Snapchat ads, Instagram, Google, influencer campaigns, they do Facebook, and then they have the option from a friend, family member, so they know how much a percentage of their sales are coming from just word of mouth, TikTok, email, and other. So this is really awesome, and I would highly recommend you do this as well if you run a Shopify or e-commerce store. So after we answer the first question, they have a really good follow-up question, which is, where else have you heard about us? Because in a lot of instances, in most instances, you hear about a brand or a product many different platforms before you actually make the purchase. So even if the last platform was TikTok, we might have seen them on Instagram, or we seen them on Google, Snapchat before. So this is really good for them as a business, because then they can really understand what different platforms are helping them increasing sales. A lot of times the customer journey is a long journey, and you hear about a product or a brand in many different platforms in many different places before you actually go ahead and make a purchase. And as a business, it's really good to know, because then you can again know what kind of platforms and marketing efforts you should focus on. So the next question is, how long did you know about us before making your first purchase? Now this is really good, because then I can figure out, okay, how long is the customer journey? How many touch points will we most likely need before we turn a cold lead into a new customer? Now this is awesome, and you should definitely add this into your post-purchase survey. And then again, another follow-up question here. They want to know what you choose for the product. I guess this is just something they want to know to have it simply into their post-purchase survey report, so they can easily see it, because they should know this already, because they should know what I ordered, right? And then as a last question, they ask if you bought it for yourself or somebody else. And this is really great, and I think a lot of businesses can ask the same question, because in a lot of instances, if you sell like art, or you sell anything that could be as a gift, could be clothing, it's good to know if people usually buy for themselves or as a gift. Now, if you have 60 or 50% that buy as a gift, it might be good to actually focus on that in the way you communicate in your ads. You can use a headline such as perfect gift for a loved one, or perfect gift for someone you care about. So the next thing we're going to look at is the active ads that are currently running. But what I wanted to show you is that they're really good at actually using TikTok type style content in their advertising. So if we look here, an example, they have the TikTok type text in the video. As you can see here, a hook, and then they show the products. And what to notice in the first one here is that they show the website, as you can see here. So when people click on this ad, they will end up in the same place as they see in the ad here, which is great and a good thing to take note of. Here's another example of how good they are at making TikTok style content in their Facebook and Instagram ads with like music. This is really good. Just 6 seconds long, and it's really amazing. Like they have a hook, they show it, they have a text overlay, so really good. And as we saw, they're actually using some of the TikTok content in their ads on Facebook and Instagram. And now I'm going to show you exactly how you can do that as well, without getting the TikTok logo in your ad, because that's going to hurt the performance. As we see here, you have the TikTok logo in the top left corner, and it's moving around. So if you can easily remove this, you can just download a video and put it into Facebook and Instagram. So I'm going to show you exactly how you can do that. Go into snaptik.app. I will leave the link in the description of this video. Then you can simply paste in the URL of your TikTok content. So let's go into TikTok and choose a video. Just to plug my own TikTok here, if you don't already follow me on TikTok, go ahead and follow me. But now I'm going to show you exactly how you can do this. So this is a TikTok I made about auditing this exact same website. Then you copy URL on the right side here, you go back into Snaptik, paste it, and then you hit download. Then you can simply download a video without the TikTok logo and upload it into your Facebook Business Manager and run it as an ad. Now, I think a lot of you will get great results from this if you have a great organic strategy on TikTok, so you can run it as ads as well. I hope you found this video valuable. If you want to join my Facebook group where I answer all of your questions regarding growth hacking, e-commerce, Facebook ads, TikTok ads, make sure to join my Facebook group. I will leave the link in the description of this video. As you can see here, we have now 124 members. So I'm gonna be more strict on who I let in the future. But if you want to join, I will still keep it open for a few more people. So click the link in the description below and join my Facebook group. Other than that, make sure to like and comment on this video. I answer all the questions you might have in as much detail as possible. And make sure you follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and subscribe here on YouTube. So I wish you a great day ahead, and I hope you found this video valuable.